Hi, it's me, Anne LePan of Shooting Star Astrology. I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to happen in March. The planet Jupiter has been causing things to be larger than life since November when it squared Pluto. What a Jupiter-Pluto square does is that it breaks something apart and then that we've outgrown, and then it reconstructs it to fit us better. It affected everyone and everything to some degree, but for those of us who had a planet at the same degree in our birth charts, it affected us personally. What happened for me is that after a decade of being the sole creator, coder, webmaster of Shooting Star Astrology, I needed somebody who could help me develop a better Android app than what I did myself. So I hired someone to collaborate with me to create what is now the newly evolved website and Android app. And that's how my Venus got involved in the partnership area. The thing is that Pluto transits are painful, but now I have a more useful, more modern website. So that happened in November, and it took us into December, where Jupiter got into an opposition with Uranus. Now, both of these planets are slow-moving, so this lasted a long time. And as I've been saying all along, this one has caused things to happen that we just never thought would. Things took us by surprise that we never even expected could possibly happen. And that angle has been lasting throughout January and into February, and all of this leads to March. First of all, Venus has gone retrograde, which it doesn't do very often. With this, we look at things and evaluate them to decide whether we've made the right choice in incorporating them into our lives. And over the next month, we're going to be getting rid of things that we just don't really want anymore. Now, this is the important thing. Jupiter, that Jupiter-Pluto square that we had in November, is going to come back. This angle is not going to be at the same degree as it was in November. So people who feel this personally, like I did, may be different people than the ones who felt it in November and December. I expect that a situation that's been hanging around in the background of our daily lives, that we've been squirming to get ourselves free of, that thing is going to burst and have to be dealt with. So for some of us, it's going to be a more demanding experience than for others. But we're all going to start a transformation that it will be good in the end. After whatever it is that happens at the end of March and beginning of April, it's going to be a few months before we can begin to feel like we can see a clearer future for ourselves and that things are on a more discernible track than they were. If we can hang in there, the stress will lessen. What we need to do is to keep our focus and to just keep working toward our goals. We can't let up. For a lot of us, it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be rewarding in the end because it's going to represent a renewal. So, we're going to have to enjoy this Jupiter ride. And that is what's going to be interesting about March.